Hello folks, and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. My name is Sean, and tonight we'll be reviewing a special bottle to many, and that is Russell's Reserve Single Barrel. Let's get into it. Okay, here's our bottle for tonight, and let's first do a brief history of the brand behind this bottle, and that is of course Wild Turkey. So, quick history is Wild Turkey Distillery, or what became Wild Turkey, was owned by many people, but eventually Austin Nichols comes along and he takes over the distillery. And the way the distillery got its namesake is that Austin Nichols, during the time that in the beginning of him owning the distillery, he had some folks there at the distillery bottle up some whiskey, and he took it out on the annual turkey hunt because everybody was supposed to bring something, and because Austin Nichols is a badass, he brought whiskey. So, he has some whiskey bottled up and brings it out to the guys. They all love it. They're like, man, what is this? This is fantastic. Little did Austin Nichols know that they had bottled it at a higher proof than normal, the 101 proof that we all know and love now. And then many, many years later, it's been handed down through different people, different master distillers, and nowadays everything is master distilled by Jimmy and Eddie Russell, and they are both responsible for this bottle, which is why it's so freaking awesome. Because we have two fantastic master distillers working on this bottle together. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. Not gonna hide it, I do love this bottle. So, not really a blind tasting or anything new to me. I've had it many, many times. Many bottles of these actually, because I do love it and I love Wild Turkey in general. Let's go ahead and get into this thing though and see why you should love it as well. Let's get into this nose. All right, nice bright cherry note, nice red cherry. Lots of candy notes coming through. There's like definitely cinnamon, because you know it's Wild Turkey. Lots of cinnamon showing up. Kind of a bubblegum note. Very nice wood notes. It's a very nice toasty oak, kind of light. There is a little bit of an ethanol presence because it is 110 proof, but it's not bad at all. Nice like strawberry note, lots of red fruits, like raspberry as well. It kind of comes across as like a cherry, strawberry, raspberry jam. Just very sweet smelling, very fruity. And then that nice cinnamon note in there as well, nice vanilla. Man, and just really great toasty oak notes. There's also like a toasted marshmallow, lightly toasted, not to where it's like charred, just a lightly toasted marshmallow. Man, that is such a nice nose. There's also like this creamy note coming through, like a whipping cream. Well, I could smell this for a long time, but let's get into the thing that we all really care about, and that is the taste. Here we go, first sip. Okay, so, man, I really had to think about that one. There's so much going on there. So just all of those fruit notes just come through. It's just kind of a general sweetness at first, so when it first hits the tip of your tongue, and you start to get a little bit of that spice, some of those spicy cinnamon notes coming through. There's not a lot of black pepper notes, it's just more of a cinnamon sweet spice. And then mid-palate, all those fruits just start coming to the front, just strawberry, raspberry, cherry, and it's a sweet raspberry, it's not super tart. And that really pairs, all those fruit notes really pair well with that kind of quintessential cinnamon that Wild Turkey always goes after. And then you're also getting those creamy notes. So it's kind of like the strawberry whipped cream kind of thing going on with that cinnamon. Really, really nice. A nice vanilla note in there as well. And then those toasty oak notes, those start showing up kind of mid to back of the palate. Man, it's really, really nice. Let's go one more sip here and focus on that finish. So folks, if you're wondering why so much is gone and we didn't see this bottle sooner, why wasn't the review done sooner? It's because I drink whiskey at times when I'm not doing reviews, primarily on live streams. And our live streams are every Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So join us for that. Now let's get into these tasting notes. Okay, man, that finish is very nice, and it's still going. Nice long finish. So when you first swallow, you feel like it's going away. You feel like, oh, is that it? And then it comes back, and then there's that nice sweet cinnamon just really takes over, and there's that nice vanilla note there as well. nice toasty oaks, and that's that kind of finish that just kind of lingers. It's mainly that sweet cinnamon, toasty oak, vanilla. The fruits are a little subdued. There's a little cherry on the finish as well. Really excellent experience. Can't recommend this bottle enough. I love it. Anytime I can pick one up, I do. And there's always store picks around here in Kentucky. I got one right behind me here, but I didn't think that was fair to do in a review because you guys aren't going to be able to get the same store picks I can. So I just went with the regular expression, but still a fantastic bottle. So let's get to scoring this fantastic bottle. It is like $50, $55, sometimes $60. So in the $50 to $60 range, how does it compete? I think it competes excellently. I think it's got to be, for me, it's got to be top 5 in that price range. If we're talking 55 to 60, there's not a whole lot of bottles I would say could beat this. There's a few that come to mind that are all my favorites in that price range. You know, I would put this up against Maker's Mark Cast Strength or say Old Forester 1910, 1920. Those are kind of this bottle's competition in my mind. You know, there are some others out there for sure, but those are some that just kind of popped in my head when I think about great bottles in that price range, and this is certainly right there with them. So this bottle is a great value, and I have to score it likewise. So at $55, for this kind of quality, I'm going to go an 8.7. I think it is a fantastic bottle, one of my favorites in the price range, and I highly recommend it. You guys go out and try it yourself. If you have tried it, then let us know down in the comments. Let us know what your thoughts are. Also, here's other reviews from us right here, and here's that subscribe button. So if you can do both of those things, we much appreciate it. And until next time, folks, just remember, you can never have too much good whiskey.